Hello, this is Virgil Labrador, Editor-in-Chief of Satellite Markets and Research, and we're here at the STN Teleport in Dob, Slovenia, which is about 14 kilometers from the capital city of Ljubljana in Slovenia. Very beautiful country in Central Europe, very well strategically located. And we're here with Mitja Lovsin. He's one of the original employees here, and he's now currently the CEO. And for those of you who've been following our MarketCast channel, you've probably seen him before. I've interviewed him several times, both video and podcast, but it's a little different when you're actually in their own facility. Mitja, talk about how you got here. How, you're almost 20 years. You're one of the original employees. Talk about the beginning and where you're at right now as a company.
Sure. Well, first of all, Virgil, it's really nice to have you here at STN in Slovenia. Thank you for coming all the way down to see us. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, of course. And yes, a bit of a, maybe if you allow me to give you a bit of a background, a bit of a history. STN was established in 2004. We have been actually located in a different place, closer to the city of Ljubljana. A very small start, we had like 50 square meters of offices and a very small rack space of 2 racks, one max on the roof, a little 3.7 meter, a dish. So it was a very humble beginning. Since 2004, of course, we have grown year after year until the premise where we were may become much too small. So we were looking for the land outside Ljubljana, where the south, of course, which it has to be open, which is really important for us because we can see a big visible arc, and no buildings, no high mountains or hills in front of us. And this was a perfect place, which we found in 2008. We built this facility in 2009. We did it in 2 stages, first 5,000 square meters of land, and then we expanded to another 5,000 square meters of land. Right. So basically what we have now is 10,000 square meters of land with a facility, with a big data room and over 80 antennas, as you will see outside.
So what are you capable of doing? What are you doing here and what are you preparing for in the future?
Sure. We originally started in the broadcast, and we are still very strong in broadcast. Broadcast is still majority, 95% of our business is still in broadcast. So we have been, growing in broadcast since our incorporation in 2004, and we are still going very strong. And we still have, after the COVID, after we exit this COVID period, we still see a growth in this market. However, of course, the broadcast is something which is kind of almost like a little bit in decline. Right. So we are kind of looking, for the opportunities where to grow next outside the broadcasting. And we have explored several options. Everybody's talking about the LEOs. Of course, we are talking to everybody there. There is a lot of projects which are done within the EU, with the ESA. So we're exploring that as well, Earth observation. So basically, anything outside the broadcasting, the space exploration is a big thing. I've been to several conferences, and I'm sure you did as well. Oh, yeah. So there is a lot of investment going into the space.
You're also in the board of directors of the World Teleport Association. So
That's right.
You're really in touch with all these things.
Yes.
So how, as a company, how are you going to take advantage of those opportunities?
Well, I think, the advantage of STN has always been the flexibility and the willingness to invest into the next thing. So, of course, it always has to make the commercial sense for us to invest. But there is a lot of opportunities out there, and we are quite selective, thankfully we can be selective on which direction we go, which project we pick up. But I said there is a lot of opportunities there outside the broadcasting, which we are exploring at the moment. And what I have mentioned to you before, that we developed here the 10,000 square meter of land. We also bought 4 years ago another 8,000 square meters of land just adjacent to the current land, where we have vast possibilities to expand. I mean, one of the things which I also exploring, and I think would be a good thing if you listen to some of the big ones, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, is maybe to join and make adjacent a data center, a big data center, because this is something that, of course, it's always a good business joint venture, of course, with the antennas, with the space that we do. The data center, we have vast capabilities on the infranet, on the internet structure, on the ground structure. So this is obviously something that also maybe could be an opportunity for the future. We have, as you know, partner with ICO Media, which is another very, very good, solid company in the industry, and that brought us, you know, a lot of new opportunities for us, for them. So it's basically almost like a dream on, you know, venture. So we are, you know, looking into the future, because for us the future is not 1 year. You know, for us, when we say the future, we need to make sure that the STN develops, the STN grows, that our employees are happy, that our employees, you know, number increases, and you know, and we are actually doing a lot of employing at the moment, you know, because of the business, of the increased business that we are doing. So my future is, you know, bring STN in 5-10 years to a next level. That's the goal.
Right. So we're here in your facility. So what are we going to see here today?
So basically what we will show you is our state-of-the-art facility, state-of-the-art data room, you know, where we have all the equipment. You know, you will see it outside, you will see all the antennas, which by the way are operating in all possible bands, you know, the C, the KU, the DBS, the KA band. So you will see all of that. Right. You will see the expansion, where the first expansion started, and later on I will also show you where the land is adjacent, you know, where we have this another expansion possibility. So I think you will see it all.
I'm looking forward to it. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're here with Yuri Blazin. Yeah, Yuri is the CTO. He's the Chief Technical Officer. So this facility started almost 20 years ago in downtown Ljubljana. But now you're here. You started here when?
I started in 2004, and then we moved to this location in 2009.
Right. And I visited this facility 8 years ago, 2014. And it looks very different. A lot of things have changed. So maybe you can talk about that. And then where are we going on this tour? What are you going to show us?
Yeah, so in the beginning, maybe in your first visit, where we are staying now, here was like a parking place, so nothing.
This antenna farm here.
Yes, this antenna farm. So this.
And now you got all these dishes.
Yes, this is now basically the new antenna farm. So the old antenna farm is on other side. We will see it later.
So where are we now, Yuri?
We are on our antenna farm. So in the first phase in 2009, we built this antenna farm. So from here we are covering the frequencies, so the uplink frequencies from the C band up to K band. So the visible arc is from 80 degrees east to 40 degrees west. So in our antenna farm, we have altogether around 80 transmitting, receiving antennas.
Right.
So yeah.
And you have room for expansion, right? You bought some additional land around here.
Yes, correct. So we have additional land. We have another 7,500 square meters land. So we are ready for the future projects.
Well, I recognize this from my old teleport days. This is the master control station, right?
Yes.
Or NOC?
Yes, this is
Network Operations Center.
Yes, this is our NOC. So it's 24/7 operated. So from here we are monitoring all the channels, so incoming and off-air channels. We have also in place NMS. So from this NMS we can monitoring all infrastructure, including the air conditioning, including de-icing systems, HPAs, modulators, power, everything.
Right.
So for deeply analysis, we are using also transport stream analyzers and spectrum analyzers and so on.
Right. And I'm sure you have a lot of capacity here for taking more channels and other services, right?
Yes, correct. So from here, basically, we are receiving channels from all over the world, and we still have an options to grow. And yeah, as mentioned, we are also receiving here like offer channels from different areas, from different regions like USA. We are uplinking also in USA, and the downlink is then transmitted back to us via fiber or via public internet to us, so that we are capable to monitoring also the channels which we are not uplinking from here.
What about the new services like internet, broadband?
Yeah, so today's basically, so the satellite broadcasting is our standard service, but more and more we are asked to provide complete solutions. So what I mean with the complete solutions, most of the channels that we are broadcasting via satellites, we are also transmitting via IP networks, like for the OTT platforms or different other IP platforms. So now we are in the equipment center. Here at the end of this room, we have terminated all our antennas. So this is the RF part. Then we have here 4 headends, which are all merged together, like on a single IP network. We have here also the main switches where all the data, all the list line, all the IP traffic is coming into our facility. So the part of this site is also for the playout systems. So we are providing two type of playout systems. One which are mostly managed by our customers, and the another one which is more operated also and managed by our operators.